Hello and welcome to a little bit of early morning map maker. Early morning map maker. That's me, with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome. Morning, Dan White Walker. Long time no speak. How are you? If you're watching last night's stream or yesterday afternoon's stream, you would have seen me having a few technical problems with the underwater tunnel, where I had a disconnected section for some reason. Do not know why. Tried to reconnect everything and, well, it wouldn't. It was ridiculous. Restarted the game this morning, tried to do exactly the same thing, and it's fine. Game bugged out, basically. So now I'm... Hi, Maverick. Hiya, how you doing? Right, I'm now going to put all the tunnel detailing back into place. Basically, I moved everything so that I could connect everything up because all these nodes were getting in the way. And frankly, it was a mess. It's going to be a mess until the water sorts itself out as well, clearly. But, oh, come on. Also, need to remember how to function humanly. At the moment, it's a little bit of a fiddly fifth. A bit of blue mantle under there, which should be covered in. I might need to move you some more in a minute. Really quite hard to see whether or not I've got you exactly. I didn't want to move this because I spent quite some time putting it all exactly in the right place. But I had to because the game was being an arsehole. It's Fifle! Sorry, Fifle. Your name is now Fifle. I've told you that already, whether you like it or not. But I have an inability to be able to get your name right, so I might as well make a fool of myself. I'm making a fool of myself. Right. Ooh. 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 Oh, come on. I am clicking and holding and dragging and getting very little achieved. Right, where are we? Has to be about here, surely. These grasses were put in here to obscure some of these white edges, and now they're in the wrong place. But I'm not going to come and fix them immediately. In fact, the whole thing doesn't quite feel centered, does it? Have we got... Oh, not that one. Have we got... Well, we have definitely now got... Let me do that again. We are going to move the whole thing that way, centered slightly more. I think that's better. I think that's better. I'm going to get to you in a moment. Yeah, that's feeling better. Right, okay, so that's yesterday's mess sorted out. We're going to get some flooding from it. I'm going to start simulations so the flooding can sort itself out while I am working out, because I haven't even worked out what I'm going to do yet today. I think... pull the camera right the way back. Pull the camera right the way back. Something like this. Right, Fifle. New Cities Skylines II idea. Just recolour the mantle to be lava coloured, and then the blue mantle is immediately fixed. Oh, that's genius. That is genius. It will mean red sky at night and during the day as well. But other than that, it's an absolutely perfect idea. Did you see the blue mantle I found in Viewfinder? Episode 1. Very close to the start of episode 1 as well. Yeah. Blue mantle, that was made in the Unity engine. Blue mantle definitely appears to be a Unity engine kind of vibe. Anyway, I'm thinking, because now we have the outside connections in place. Well, the highway outside connections in place. what I want to do is, well, this area here was a bay. I'm now thinking wetlands to the north and maybe fisheries to the south along this coast, possibly. So I'm thinking probably, especially to the north of, say the north. That's on the direction that we're looking here. This area here, where the cursor is. I'm thinking I'm going to make that lakey in the same way that I popped lakes in underneath here. Similar sorts of lakes from here into here, so that the entirety of this feels a bit more lakey. Lakey. And then over here we'll do some sort of fisheries type things. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Hunter. Right, yes. So, but yesterday's stream was an absolute disaster. All because the basic game mechanics wouldn't let me build an underground tunnel. It was weird. It was so weird. Worth watching if you want to see me getting stressed. And it was just like, screw this. I'm shutting the game down. Right. So, what do we do? Let's start with slowing the game speed down again so we have some control. If anybody's not seen the map, I guess there's always somebody who's not seen the map yet. Work in progress. The outer mountains are more or less finished, short of minor detailing and of course tree painting. We've got an inner layer of smaller mountains, which I think are also more or less finished, with some minor detailing and tree painting. And then the centre of the map, we go into, get rid of that, thank you very much. The 25 tiles are, why are you so angry? There we go. get him out of anarchy mode. So the center 25 tiles, there's your start square. So all the secondary squares there feel really quite good. In fact, this one's slightly less so now because of the big old bridge and stuff. But this and this all feel excellent, and then everything out from there is good and cool as well. Every single tile has water running through it. Fantastical map with lots of fantastically silly river systems going on. And we fixed the flooding yesterday, although the rivers still need a lot of work. But that doesn't worry me too much. Once we have everything in place, the rivers is not really a big problem for me. Just start at the top of the river and work down and just make it look more like a river rather than a gouge, which is what we have at the moment. The networking, we have got this intersection down here based very much on Mosteltow by Augusting Navy, with a couple of adjustments. We have this loop here, which has been put in to remove the requirement for a slip road from there to there and a slip road from there to there. Whether that's going to be too much for this road to deal with, I don't know. If it is, I'll take this slip road out and put these two slip roads in, and it'll hopefully, but it might. I'm looking at it thinking it might actually work. Give it a chance. Need to do a test build on it before I know. Right, the tunnels have... Where are my props on my tunnels? Where are... See, I have props on the top of this tunnel. Where's the props over here? Excuse me, I have some missing props. I've got the steam. You can see the steam vent in there. Are they underground? Are they hiding? Are you playing peekaboo? Are you playing peekaboo? I bet you are, aren't you? There they are. They're playing peekaboo. Ooh, that's painful. That is really, really painful. Right, so right, that's got to be better, surely. A bit more. Right, so nearly done. Nearly done. Node and node. And then all those props again. Right, now everything seems to be in place and hopefully isn't going to bug it out. Anything else want to be faffy? Come on, I'm checking around for faffy bits. I'm in the mood to sort out the faffy bits. Do you know what? I think the faffy bits have gone. I think the faffy bits have gone. Good, good. Where were we? Even if it's a bit fiddly, I like the bay being accessible. Even if it's a bit fiddly, I like the bay being accessible. Oh, this. Yeah, that was the thought process to allow for harbour and stuff like that there. Could have gone big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Could have gone big old bridge, but I haven't tested that for heights, but I'm sure it's high enough if I put passageways through. Okay, what else have you got there? Make sure you want to put a harbour in there. Yep, that's good. Nice of you to give people a starter road as well as a way to continue the highway. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have mentioned it. The original plan was for this highway here to loop around the bay and connect off down this way. And that was the thought. But the problem that I had was this highway that was coming off this way was literally going to be serving just this area, because this highway was going to be around here. This was, I mean, it was going to be useful for accessing this area, I guess, but it just felt a little bit trapped. So what I would thought was, okay, what we'll do is we'll switch it round, and this now is the highway that leads into the map for people to continue building, given that there are no highway connections anywhere further up the map. So that is, I mean, you could put in I think another intersection here to lead traffic in, so it's not all going up this way, but it's a starter. And then, yeah, this is the road that leads into the start square, and it's only going as far as that so that the person who's playing vanilla build, base game vanilla, hasn't got to spend money on a bridge. So we've entered the middle of the start square. There you go. Off you go. Do what you like. Have a fun build. So that's my thought process there anyway. Right. So anyway, so I fixed yesterday's problem. So that's one fewer problem for me to worry about today. What to do today? I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. My plan today was to fix this. The lakes. Let's do some of those silly little lake things, right? Let's do some of those. We have this elevated road here. This was yesterday when I was having a problem with the network tool, the vanilla network tool. It wasn't letting me do stuff properly. But I think Will that sink to ground level all the way if I do this? If I do this and then do to terrain height, it does. Do you know what? That'll do. That'll do, pig, as they said in the movie. I think I remember which movie it was. I think it had a pig in it. And let's level this out a little bit. Because my thoughts here is, if we, the shape, again, looking at the shape of the land, which is this green stuff, right? We have this extension of land coming down this way. We have a line coming down here. I reckon, okay, this winding river, if we imagine this line continuing here and this line continuing here, I'm going to stick these lakes in that triangle. In fact, let's mark the outer reaches of this with a temporary above ground road. Oh, look, stop being faffy. You can do this. You remember how to operate this, don't you? I don't. Oh, okay. If you're gonna be like that, it doesn't matter which road I use, does it? Because this is just marking the extremities of where I want these lakes to be. Now we'll delete that, and we'll have a very nice looking lakey area, I hope. That'll do, pig, is exactly what I was thinking after you said that. Yeah. Oh, it's a great phrase. Great line for a movie. Right. Let's grab... How deep are these lakes? Probably not very deep. Although we might be at a slightly different terrain height here, I guess. Yeah, I can work with that, I think. I can work with that. I'll leave... Actually, do you know what? I'll put a pit in there. That's my test height. I'll brush this out. And then... from there, smaller brush size, we do have slightly too high elevation here. I understand it was to prevent flooding. I guess it was to prevent flooding, but we kind of don't want it that high, because otherwise you have a little bit of a weird transition. Then we come back over here. How am I going to shape this? I think maybe very loosely some kind of widening triangle. No, it's a little bit knob-like for a moment. We're not having that again. How about something like this for the old route of the lake? With maybe a of the river, even the old route of the river delta. Don't like that bit so much. No, I'm going to get rid of these roads now. Ooh, back above ground, please. We'll try that again. Oh, look. There we go. Now we know roughly where these roads are going to, rivers are going to be. I do want to extend slightly out of the triangle. Well, don't be contained too much by the triangle there. So back to this one. Back to, let's get rid of this. I felt too contained. Actually, you might want to go smaller brush. And how's that? Then we'll do some work over this side. Trim this up down here. Even then, what have we got there? You haven't even seen the movie, but it's still in your brain. Do you know what? As a movie goes, it was alright. Didn't do anything really for me. It's a kids movie. It's a kids movie. Oh, don't. Some kids movies are more grown up. Like Toy Story. I mean, we all know Toy Story has all its little nods to popular culture and little mummy and daddy look at each other when the dad's joke. When the joke comes out and the kid doesn't realise there's something a bit naughty being said. You know, that's quality. And then there are movies that are made for kids that are really hard to watch as an adult because there is nothing other than, I mean, they're basically TV movies, I would say. The one where you sit the child in front of the TV and say, here, watch this, you love this. And while they sit down, you go off and do the housework or whatever, because, you know, the movie is babysitting for you. There was one movie I saw with my little one years and years and years and years and years and years ago. I remember it was called, I still got the actual ticket. You know, sometimes you keep cinema tickets because you can't let them go, right? I don't like this lake after all. That can go. Over the Hedge. Please save yourselves. Don't go. Don't watch it. There's nothing in it for a grown-up. Nothing. It's woeful and awful and horrible. Still not vibing this one. Yeah. So there's my tip. BonBon's tip of the day. Don't watch Over the Hedge. Not unless you happen to be 4 or 5 years old, you know. Just nothing in it for a grown-up. Not one little joke. Oh, I don't know. I can live with that. I think. Take that one out. Baby shark. Do, 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 do. Oh, I don't know. I don't get that either. What's going on here? What? Oh, is it? There we go. I was going to mad mode. What is this? Okay, it's fine. Stay calm. Stay calm, for God's sake, BonBon. Right, okay. We're going to need some spawners. We're going to need some spawners. And we're going to need them while the game is on pause. We'll put one in there. We'll pop one in here. We will pop one here. And one in here. And one in here. And what was that? No, it's a separate one. And this here. Somebody want to go and make me a cup of coffee? I haven't had one this morning and didn't really feel I needed one. But now I feel that I do. And I have no housemate or servant or wife in that order to go and make one for me. It'd be very nice. Also, I could do one of those machines where you say, okay, household assistant computer thing. You know what I mean? Like, yell out the name of that thing, that device. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to set all your devices off. Yeah. Okay, Gluabella, make me a coffee. And the device makes you a coffee. Right, let's start simulation. So those should now fill with water. Which leaves me this area here for fisheries. Now, I've got a good general idea for how fisheries should look. But I'm going to look at it in Google Earth before I actually try making it. I don't want to eyeball a fishery, if you know what I mean. So that's all we'll do here for now. Apart from come back and check these are good a bit later on. Yeah, what's this? I don't intentionally... No, I intentionally don't have any of those spy microphones. Well, yes, I know where you're coming from. I don't have any concerns because I live alone. I don't make international phone calls. I talk to myself a little bit and talk to my mum even though she's gone. But I'm not saying anything like, "Ooh, I must break into the Brinks bank later," and must load up some of that donkey porn that I keep hearing about and stuff like that. Nothing like that. Nothing that a spy microphone would be even vaguely interested in. Right, so that I don't mind too much. This, I'm kind of okay with that. Wondering if that's actually going to fill with water though. Have we underset you? We may have done. Or it might still be filling up. So what I'm going to do, pause the sim. I'm actually going to remove that, give you a little bit more oomph. A little bit more oomph for this spawner. Right, and then start simulation. So we have a few lakes down there, and I also wanted to do something a bit similar somewhere up here. Oh, between these two rivers, I'm thinking just something. I don't know how it's going to work though, actually. I really don't see how this would work. But I don't see anybody doing any serious building between these two rivers. So let's do something. Let us do something. And see, if it doesn't work, we can ignore it and remove it and try and think of something else instead. Little soft curve here. And maybe a little soft curve here. Banana Island, anybody? I might even do one here as well. Won't do one at the end. Still don't want to take up too much of the islands because I want people to be able to build on it if that's what they want. Okay, we'll see how that looks. And plop, 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 plop. Ah, brilliant. The plopping game, eh? Plop, splosh. There we go. That are we actually simulating? We are. Good, good. Good, good, good. Those lakes kind of nicely lines up with that as well. Aesthetically speaking, I am quite happy there. I'm almost tempted to put something in here, just a lake or whatever in there, almost just for the balance of the map. I am going to do it. Feels like there's roll that through this way. But also, while we are here, let's take out some of the bulk here. Don't mind the slightly rocky outcrop there. Adds a bit of interest and feature. Feature. Lovely. And drags that down there. Yep. Yep. Something like that. Minor tweaks maybe follow. But that, I think, is that area up there looking a lot more interesting. Again, once we get some trees down here, a bit of tree detailing, that could be a bit more fun. I still don't know about this, but with these lakes to distract the eye from this, I might get away with it. Maybe. Oh, blimey, you've been busy, Fievel. What's going on? Better not to have coffee for you. Coffee for me, 7 AM. Definitely need. Gonna probably go and grab one. Take a 30-second, well, 60-second break while I go and do that. Anyway, you make sure to say all your sus stuff on recorded YouTube videos instead. Yeah, you know all about me. Everything. Sort capacity one. Might not have enough water. Yep, I fixed that. I know what you're talking about. Your mediocre maps inspired by one of my tutorials, just to spawn more spawns instead of any big spawns. Oh, the making realistic rivers. Yep. They're the best. They're just so much the best. This is very different for me. Very, very different for me. I'm not a big fan of flat maps, but I mean, you like them to be flat enough to build on, but something like this where you look at the entirety of the middle of the map and you go, it's perfectly flat. Yeah, absolutely easier to build on, and then making it interesting around the outside. But yeah, I'm big fan of multiple spawns. Other than the edge of map spawns to form currents. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I get you. I get you. Remind you, you're still high capacity spawners in the lakes. Yeah, that doesn't worry me too much. It was just to fill these up a little bit faster. Once they're filled, you can have this on maximum capacity. It won't make any difference. So I don't mind that. This one, however, are you filling? Are you actually doing your job? Not really sure with that one. But yeah, it's coming along. Right, so a few lakes there, which ties in with all of that. That really draws, I mean, come on. Draws the eye right into the heart of the map. Very, very nice, like that. Then, and from this side, it forms the border between the buildable area and the mountain range. And from above, yeah, it's just from above, isn't it? Right, I know what I want to do. I started work yesterday, I think, on the resources. There we go. I got distracted by the looks of it. But I started work on it. Let's plop down or even offer the 25. There we go. I think we'll even extend this up into here. There we are. So, ore is going to live there. We'll put some sort of quarry into this area in a minute. Then, oil. Let's do the fertile first. So I'm looking at this area here thinking fertile land. Oh, yeah. But that is a very bright green. very, very bright green. Let's have a look how... Let's have a look how the oil looks. It's very bold. At least you can see it. Don't think we can argue about visibility on... This would be great for field painting. Oil fields and field painting. But I don't know that I am a huge fan. I think makes me want to do a tree mix. Not a tree mix, a theme mix. Because I am not over one. I thought at first I was going to like this. Come on. Thought at first, but I'm not going to do a theme mix. So I want to keep this really simple. Maybe with... Where am I going here? Maybe a tree painting I might be able to make up for some of this. I think I'm going to push the fertile over this way. Is this fertile here? How did I get in there? Right, I am going to push the fertile. Worst case scenario, if I make a theme mix, I can make this far more subtle. Because there are terraced farms, aren't there? Even though these aren't strictly terraces, because they're easily a kilometre across. Easily. Smaller brush. Larger brush. Excuse me, indigestion. That's about the first part of this map build I've not totally loved, but for playability, this is kind of how it needs to be. We'll worry about everything else in a minute. For playability, this has to be. Lower areas of this over this side, and then we can move on to the oil. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment again, because chat. Right, how's that? Do you know what? I am going to push these up this ridge as well. It just seems weird. I might as well make the best of all of that. And this little patch. Right, so fertile or oil. All of these four. Please don't look as bad as I'm thinking you might end up looking. Please don't. It's not too bad, actually. Do you know what? That is not so bad at all. Might as well just go straight underneath the lake there. Nobody's going to be working that, are they? Right. We have resources. Hey hoo, ha ha, he hiddly he. It's bold, it's strong, it's in your face, and it's oil. We got a little bit of a struggling river there, but again, we're going to come back and fix the rivers properly a little bit later on, because they are gouged at the moment. Larger brush. Oh, colouring in time. There. And then we'll just extend this up into these areas here and along these areas here. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. There. Right. Has this map got resources? Yes. And they look garish. Oh man. I'm going to need a theme mix. I'm going to have to need to theme mix this. Excuse me. I wonder what this looks like actually with vanilla temperate. Bear with me. I'm going to have a little moment while I go into the theme mixer. Vanilla temperate, which is what should automatically load. Right, so, oh, it's a bit bright. I have the brightness settings janked up because Inder is quite a dark theme. And if I push that back down to vanilla levels. So, base game player is going to be faced by this without any mods. Somebody who just wants to have Inder. Get this I will push the brightness back up again. But I'm going to try and find some alternative, more subtle colours, I think, here. I think we need to do this. It's not going to happen. Buddy theme. Grass, not grass. Not grass. Fertile. This is the one. Right, I guess we are going. Can I not? Why are you stuck in the middle of the screen? I can't drag the screen, the menu. So we're just going to look at it with this on. Let me catch up on the chat at the moment. In fact, I said I was going to make a coffee. I'll make a coffee in a couple of moments. Right. I'm one of those people who likes big flat hexagon maps with just background. Fair enough. Hopefully you get better vanilla themes. With more blended resource textures. When you say themes, this is one that we covered in, it was Cities Skylines 2 o'clock last week. I went into a little bit of depth about how we now, looks like we only have one, what in Cities Skylines 1 we call a theme. Only one theme means that every map's going to look very samey, sadly, unless they change things somehow. Right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to make myself a coffee. Kettle's only in the next room, so if you'd like to bear with me one moment, now's the time to take a pee. Go and have a pee. I'm going to go and get myself that coffee, and I'll be back in just a few moments. If I'm more than 3 minutes, I've fallen down the stairs, okay? I'll be right back. I'm back. I have coffee with a special treat. I've used oat milk today. Do you like oat milk in coffee? But it's a bit expensive for my normal taste though. Normally I'm milk, but there you go. What have we got here? Being bad, not actually been following the dev updates. Well, I'm not going to tell you what you missed. This week's one should be good though. I'll be doing a live stream, although you'll probably be in bed or whatever. I'll be doing a live stream tonight, talking on it. But it's, yeah, it's, I want to say resources and production. Economy and production? I think it's the economy and production. Right, okay. Let's find ourselves a slightly less in-your-face. I don't mind the ore. The ore colour is quite good. But, well, there you go. That is perfect. Fertile. Red. Yeah, we'll go with that one. It's the Ender theme, just a tropical vanilla theme. It is! Oh, wow, that's just genius. That is just genius. There you go. Oh, also vanilla. Hang on. Is the Ender theme just vanilla? I think it is. Valhalla by Random 5. I wish I could move that bloody... Hang on. I can't even zoom in. That was just... I cannot zoom in. Get rid of that. There we go. Got a bit of flooding on the go as well. Don't mind Valhalla. Saying that, it's Random 5. They're not bad at all, are they? Come on, let's face it. Right, so let's try that again. Fertile. I don't... Oh, God's sakes. Why is it in the middle of the bloody screen? Why can I not drag this? Okay, right. So Valhalla. Boreal Remastered. No. Working by Deke. Don't mind that one much either. Oh, hang on. If I do this, then get rid of it like... Oh, it won't. It's just going to be pain. Now, so far, I'm still with the random one. And fertility. Right. Working. Horseshoe Bay. Steam theme by random. Japan's too bright. Pesconoce. Los Cobos. Farm field textures. Tropical HD is not bad. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to go through every single one of these, because I think that Valhalla theme might be exactly what I need. Although Horski Primus was actually Farmfield Textures 1. What's this for? Oh, what? Does that tie in? I'm really confused. Anyway, I think I'm just going to go with Valhalla. Don't need to spend forever looking at every single theme when you found one which you think... I think that's works well enough with this one. Although I think I've missed... Have I not actually painted right the way to the edge there? Because it went out of the tile, didn't it? Let's do that. So now we don't have a real glaring difference there. And then the oil is going to need to be done. Resources and economy. Not resources and economy or something. After VOD gang that. Right. I'm curious if they've fixed the transfer manager and the warehouses and such. Well, when you say fixed, we haven't played it yet, so we don't know if it's broken. But I know what you mean. Looks like it was a tooltip that just got stuck for a bit. Oh, could be actually, yeah. I get that occasionally with this. I close down the theme mixer and there's still bits hanging around. You're probably right there, actually. Oil. Oil? No, not painting oil. We've got the oil already painted. What I want is to choose a theme, which is going to be right in the... Can I maybe do it over here? That might work. Oil. I'll see you later. Okay. Could it be? Back down to the bottom. Because it's a well constructed theme. Oh no. Not on this map. Not on this map. First of all, vanilla. So snowfall. Why is it pink? So it shows through the snow, I guess. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay. Tempted to go with the Steam theme. I want something that's going to be similar in tone to these two. Veil 11. Veil 11. Remember Veil 11? I'm not hating Veil 11. Although, the Polynesia theme, DKR. Polynesia theme, DKR. That just basically... Is that exactly the same theme? I mean, I really like it. Because it's... just stops the map from becoming a thumb painting. And it does say resources start here. So, I think I'll go with those. I think so. Theme mix. This is the right, we have a saved theme mix. Fine, good. Now, I said quarry. Gonna do something with quarry and these plateaus here. Let me have a quick... It wasn't me. Hi, it wasn't me. Really good to see you. And I've still better than yellow snow. Well, I don't know. Quite like the taste of yellow snow. It's got a bit more flavour. A little bit more flavour. I've got coffee. Let me have a sip of my... hot coffee. Can't even hold the cup. Forget that. I'll come back to the coffee in a minute. Right, so I'm looking at this thinking we do a few chiselly bits out of this. Yeah. A bit square-ish, because it makes it look more industrial, doesn't it? If you're squarish. Pops that like this. maybe about that height. We'll do some fine tuning in a minute. Just get the rough shape in place. Very rough shape. About midway point. Except for this. This is higher than, this is quarried upwards. Okay, I get it. I see there's a problem. Don't need to inform me in the chat. Disturbed, if you let us know, makes you think of coffee. It's the oat milk, I tell you. The oat milk has an oaty quality that you can only get in coffee from oat milk and yellow snow. Alright? Right, so this is very roughly my first draft of the quarry. Very, very, very roughly. Okay. Obviously, I hate this, obviously, but it gives me, at least I can see what I hate about it, and then I can work around that. Let's start with bringing this in here and bringing this in here. I know I can see what I don't like here. It's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Let's grab a bit more height in here because I'm gonna want to work within a wall here. This is the direction we need to be going with this quarry. Brush size down. Maybe not that last one. Maybe what we need is a pool at the bottom. That's what we need. Something more along that sort of shape, I think. Brush. Whoops. Oops again. Small brush again. And then I think from there I'm probably nowhere near this deep. No quarries tend to be deep, but that might be a bit deeper than I really intended. Small brush. Might even be bigger leg than I need as well. Does need to be deeper, doesn't it? Does need to be deeper. Or everything built up around it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build everything up around it a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit. A little bit more. Anybody remember Gina G? Oh, what a great song that was. Still only came second. Right, anyway. How about something a little bit like this? For quarry. And actually, says he, thinking aloud, bring the brush size right down. Don't want to go anywhere near that deep, but it does help me pick a point. Oop. With the right tool. About that point there. And then we'll pop some water in here, but it'll only be at one end. Right. Simulation is running, so that will start spawning in a moment. This will be good. So the quarry over there, because it's a quarry, we'll get some rock detailing of some description over there. Oil has to be a little bit of creativity at some point. And that will require one of these feathers somewhere, right? Can we just accept that there's going to be one of those on the map? Won't be right there, probably. But I can see it happening. I can very much see it happening. Somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Probably. Oh, I don't know. Maybe in here. Maybe. Can we have everything, please? For now. Gotcha. Probably in here. Somewhere. Might put two of them in just for impact. There we go, double smokestack. I can't really see because of the... Alright, let's see what that one looks like this way around. Do you know what? I like the shape of that. I like the shape of that. I don't like that it's glitching the ground a little. But that is actually quite pleasing. I'll go with that. We'll have rail. I did say edge of map rail, didn't I? We'll have rail which will arrive and then come via a tunnel out of one of here. And which map was it that used some pillars to simulate? I could try and chat more. I'm disturbed if yellow snow makes you think of coffee. Tasty. All right, I'll tell you what. I don't plan on trying that yellow snow yet. Is your favourite factory? Is it Stark? Are you sure? I thought it was everybody's. I'm not singing. I haven't had coffee yet. Hang on, I've got some coffee, and it looks like it might be drinkable. Oh, that's spot on. Oh, that is spot on. Oh, wow. Lovely. Right, so yeah, I was talking about pillars. Now, I think they used the pillar from this. Can we please? No. Why are you? I'm struggling again here. Got it. How did they do it again? I don't remember how they did it. Well, we have ourselves a pillar. Can we get rid of this safely now? We can. Didn't they use the footpath pillars as well? Path. Footpath. Elevated. Nice. Get rid of you. And we'll take a pillar over here as well. And get rid of you. What can we do? Look. Don't remember what they did. I'll see what I get if I just do a little doodling for a minute. I don't have any oil fields anywhere near me. So what I do have near me, wind farm. Right. Guessing something like this could end up working. I'm guessing something like this could end up working. I imagine we can utilize something like this. And then something again, just doodling, that's all we're doing at the moment, and then something like that. Does that look like a oil well drilly thing? It doesn't really much, does it? But it's something. Look, I put something on the map as a nod to oil, I will come back later after I've had a look at fisheries in Google Earth, because I need to not redo this area, but to create something going on there, and that is going to be fine over there. We're going to want some rail, and thanks, Mr. Truck, off you go. I think the rail will want to, where are we? Rail, train, lovely. Come on, I've clicked it. We're going to want it straight line out of here, straight line out of Dodge. Are we 3 meter, 0 elevation? Is the land not flat here? Oh, am I elevated? I'm blinking elevated. Can I upgrade? You mean I cannot upgrade to ground level rail? Are you absolutely joking? It's ridiculous. Right, we'll try that again. Ground level rail. Don't tell me I can't do this, because I absolutely blinking well can. It's one of the key aspects of the game and absolutely essential. Just like a lighthouse, right? Right. And then from there, I think we'll push you off towards the cliffs. And from here, I think we'll push you off towards that. Then we will grab this. Like so. So it's going to be something like this. I imagine. Thank you, Mr. Motorbike. I did need that. I have to say, I really did need that. I'm thinking that, and I'm thinking a third one. After the factory. Come on. Right. So, we will tunnel into that. I have no idea where the tunnel's going to go to. It's going to be a Necania magic tunnel. Necania lives all in my heart. Ah, oh, bless him. I'm coming back to the castle, just solely because getting towards the end of what I can do this morning, I think. Been streaming for an hour and a half, and the creativity skills go after a while as well. So I've got to be a little bit, you know, don't want to sit for hours and hours and hours and hours. There we are. We'll do some tree detailing around that to lead the eye into the castle. Ooh, it's a castle. Ah, I love it. Larger brush. Oh, wrong. Wrong. Softener in here. Brush strength down, I mean. And brush size down a bit as well. Hang on a second, am I signed into Steam? How do I Steam? I'm still on Steam. Okay, let me switch up for that. Make it slightly more pleasing on the eye. Rather than just everything's this immense plateau. There's a brush. And then softer brush all the way around the outside. Okay. That no longer is an eyesore. Excuse me. That is no longer an eyesore. Right, now I have an idea. You must head to bed, Fifle. Night night, sleep tight. Don't bite the bed bugs. Okay. Now. Oh, now he's gone. Oh, no. I have a little special feature I want to put onto this map. Little special feature, but I'm not going to do it right now. I think I might save it for a bit later. For when we get towards the tree painting aspect of the map, I'll start plopping these in. As if this works how I hope it's going to work. What's going on over here? If this works how I hope it's going to work, it should be quite dramatic. But I'll be about the point today where I can say that's about it for now. I've done a lot. I've achieved. Definitely achieved today. So today, fix the underwater tunnel. We put in these rivers, or form a river, delta. I need to research fisheries, have a little look on Google to make sure I get something which is plausible over that way. We popped in a few little lakes along the river here, just to add a bit more interest. We've done the resources and chosen a new theme mix so that this actually looks like not horrific, which is where we were. A little bit of work around the castle. Pop down a start to the oil detail area, put in a little quarry. Let's go and have a quick look at that quarry. Now the water has stopped. quite there. I'm going to do one last little thingy. Let me go down to a smallish brush. Brush strength up, thank you. And oops. Oh, now I've got completely messed it up. Now I've gone and completely messed it up. Right, so from here and from here, might put a little bit more water in the bottom of here, just a little. Try that, see how that looks. Right, so I am quite happy with the progress today. You know, you're getting to a point when you start spending time on detailing areas rather than actually working on terrain. The rivers are going to have to be completely worked from top to bottom because they look very gougy. Don't mind this one here looking gougy because it is meant to be canal. And this area here as well is fine. But yeah, a lot of these rivers are overkill. And I just need to work my way all the way down, just cleaning everything up. Don't think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be time consuming. I think other than that, we're pretty close to going on to tree work. Got a few little hills down here that need working, and also a few of these plateaus probably just need a little bit. Like here, we've got a little bit of terrain work here that isn't bad, but probably could be finessed a little bit. And like here, this is just chopped off where I need some little bit of interest piped into it, like we have with this edge here. It's a bit more interesting. And then, oh, smoothing out little areas like here. I'm going to do this right as I'm here. Brush size up a little bit and soften up. Yeah, taking out anything which ends up doing that. I did see there was another place. I don't remember where it is right now. There is another spot that's doing that right now also. But not a huge problem. But anyway, yes. So we fixed yesterday's problem. We found a problem that we didn't like today, and we put that right. And everything is good and golden. I'm quite happy. So, right, I'm going to call it. Thanks for anybody who sat with me. Oh, just hit my elbow. Ouch. Thanks for anybody who sat with me for the last hour and a half. It's been fun. I will be back tonight with a live stream. And apparently in 4 minutes time, the Viewfinder goes live. I did not even notice that. So, yeah, if you want some more of BonBonB Viewfinder Let's Play, it's going live in a few moments. But thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. I don't have an outro, so now's the time to hit the like button if you haven't already done so. I appreciate it. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.